I'm out in the backyard this evening, and I was just thinking, you know you live an exciting life when the highlight of your day is coming home and planting flowers, but that's what we're going to do tonight. I went to Lowe's during my lunch break today and picked up some different flowers and some other things, so I thought I would share that with you tonight. We'd plant some things together, and I thought it'd be a cool experience. So here's the pickups that I got today. We'll start with the flowers here. These were actually a really good deal. Picked up six packs of these. I'm not really sure what any of these are, to be honest with you. I just went with the colors. I won't even get into that. So I've got some red ones here. Got 12 of those total. And then these are sort of like a real nice pink hybrid looking color. And then I got some yellow ones, and these are like a bluish purple. So I thought these would be really cool to put out here. I have like a little patch right here that we usually put flowers, and as you can see right now, it's just weeds. But that's going to change here tonight. And then over here, I'm going to plant them as well. We used to have tulips here, which you could see that they've come and gone. They're so short-lived that I'm just going to rip those out, and we're going to put this on both sides here. The other thing I wanted to show you that I got, these are blueberries. I mentioned before in my last video that I wanted to get raspberries, but they were, or I'm sorry, blackberries, but they were pretty much gone. So I got these, let me see if that can focus. I got misty blueberries, and these are really cool. It says that they are excellent for fresh eating. So I got two of these because these pollinate each other, and I thought that would work out really well. So these are going to go in that spot that I had out back there in the garden that I was saving for the blackberries. It's going to have blueberries instead, which I think I'll like even better. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when I mentioned about putting the blueberries out in the garden, don't worry about it. I find that I sometimes talk on here like you watch every video and know everything that I'm doing, but I know that's not the case. So if this is the first video you watch, don't worry about it. I'll show you where I'm putting the blueberries later. I guess the next step is to start clearing this out a little bit to get started. So this is what it looks like before, and here's the after. Got that cleared out a good bit. Still some weeds in there, but nothing I can't handle. And then over here I did the same thing. Got that looking pretty good. And now we get to do the fun part, which is to actually put these things in the ground. I've got a total of 36 different flowers, so I can put 18 on each side, so it should fill it up pretty good, and they're going to get bigger and bigger as time goes by. I think what my strategy is going to be is just to kind of alternate, because I kind of like just everything mixed together. I just don't want one thing. That's too boring. I'm going to do like one of these, and one of these, and one of these, and one of those, and just kind of go back and forth. I obviously have the most of these, so these are going to be kind of like the accents. I think this is going to look pretty cool. Get. I had to shoo them out of the way. They started eating some of my blueberries off here. There's a couple small ones growing on here. I don't know if you can see it because the camera's not focusing. They're going after my flowers. Go on, get. Little free-ranging jerks. Go on, get. Chickens, you can't live with them and you can't live without them. Got my holes dug for this side, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 12. So I'm only going to be using 12 on this side, and I still have to dig the holes on that side. So I might have some leftover ones I might take out front and maybe make it look nice out there. So we'll line these up and get these into this side to finish it off, and I'll show you how it looks. One thing I forgot to mention is I did take some of this potting mix and I put that in each of the holes. I wanted to tell you that before I did all this, in case you're trying to follow along and maybe do the same thing. I use that just to give the plants a nice start. So now we're going to put them in. I'm all done out here, and I wanted to show you the final product. Check this side out. I think this looks pretty awesome. I did like a nice alternating pattern, so you had like the purpley one, and then the pink, yellow, red, the purpley one, pink, yellow, red, and so forth. And I think it looks really awesome. That's going to look really cool once this all kind of like grows up and it's all just growing over this. The only downside that I can think of that you may have already seen is that if one of these dies, like for example if this purple one here dies, then my whole pattern is going to be all messed up, because you're only going to see like the red, yellow, and then pink, and then there's going to be a spot. And there's a little mellow cat. I thought I'd bring her out here to play around. She's been wreaking all kinds of chaos out here, knocking things over and stuff. But that's what she's here for. That's what she is. She's entertainment. She likes to have a good time. I'll show you the other side here too. There's my planting operation, which Mello knocked one of these over. I'll go over this in a garden update here in the future. But then this side, I think it looks cool. Don't mind my huge mess that I have over here. But we got the pattern going on over here. This is a bit of a skewed pattern because I had more spots over here to fill. So you got a couple reds, ran out of yellow, so you got a yellow. Then we got the pink, and then the purple, and then it just goes on and on. Then I finished off with 2 pinks down here. But when you stand back and look, it's pretty... Hey, don't you do that. God, these animals are... Don't you do that either. You're just a little mischievous, aren't you? Look at you. Look at you. Yeah, you're trouble. So that looks pretty cool. And now I guess we got a little bit of daylight left out here. So why don't we go out and plant these blueberries in the garden like I was talking about. I'm here digging a hole for these blueberries. I'm kind of putting it right here. Here's the chicken coop, and then there are the other raspberries. But it's a family affair out here. Chickens are out here in the weeds. Roxy's down there. My whole garden doesn't look this bad, really. Here's the front half. That looks pretty good. This is where I'm going to be growing this year. But I got to get the weed whacker out here and take care of some of this. And obviously this is getting pretty bad. But they seem to like it, so whatever. It is what it is. And just like that, I've got myself 2 blueberry bushes. Here's the first one. I know it's hard to see through the weeds. I'm going to clear this all out. But here's the first one. Got it in the ground. Put some topsoil or some garden soil in there too. Made that real nice. And then there's the other one right here. And the crazy thing is, I was looking at the little tag that came with this, and this says that it gets up to 12 feet high and 4.5 feet wide. So this whole thing is probably about 8 feet. So it's definitely going to fill that up, and then these things are going to be like, it said 12 feet. That's just going to be ridiculous, man. I'm going to have so many blueberries. Even these little ones on here, I can't wait for these to grow. I paid good money for those, so we're going to be picking those off later this year. So that's it for me tonight. I think everything's coming along really well out here. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I always second guess myself when I upload videos like this. I think things like, is anyone gonna wanna watch this? Does anyone care? But I'm gonna record everything that I do around here. I'm gonna upload it. And if someone watches it and you get entertainment, or if you learn something from my videos, that's all that matters to me. So thank you for watching, and I'll have more videos up here soon. You gonna say goodbye?